the new M1 Macs. What is that software? Do you know what that's called?
The M1.
The software.
Which for what?
The emulator that allows old software to run on the new Macs, the M1 Macs.
Ah, I know of it. I don't know the name. Yeah, no.
Babel. It wasn't Babel. Rosetta. Was it Rosetta 2? Something
Might be
like
Rosetta.
That? Yeah, Rosetta 2 or something like that. I think it was, which is interesting because I thought Rosetta, I remember that as a translation software or a language learning software. There used to be a Rosetta Stone or something like that.
Yes,
so I'm surprised.
that's right, Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the translation on the Mac is. Oh, hey Jeff, take a listen to this.
Okay.
Jeff,
crank it up. Whoa.
Jeff, you've been a bad boy.
That's some serious reverb, buddy. Yeah.
I just
You sound like
Rosetta where you learn different languages. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I feel they release iPhones too much, losing the nostalgic value in a sense. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't absolutely agree with everything that Apple does, but I am more or less bought into the Apple Echoverse, whatever you call it.
They do.
Yeah.
They and there's a 12 out already, right? And
iPhone
I'm still
12?
on 10, iPhone 12, right?
Yeah.
And I'm still on 10, and I'm fine with 10 actually, right?
Yep. I've got the, what is it? The 10S, I guess it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have the 10R, which is still fine with me. Yes.
Yeah. 10R is a great. I mean, that's what my wife has. She really likes it.
It's a great phone. It really is. And yeah, once you're in the Apple world, it's hard to leave. It really is hard to leave, isn't it?
Yeah. The only reason I didn't get the 10R is it was just a little bit too big. I was using the last phone I had before the 10S that I've got now was the 7 Plus, the large size 7, right?
Okay.
And which is about the same size actually as the 10R. And
it's big. Here's mine. It's quite big, actually.
Right. It doesn't fit in my pocket. My 10S fits in my pocket. I can put it in my shirt pocket, pants pocket, whatever. I just like the size of it. Once you're in the Apple world,
I was in the electronic shop the other day looking at the 12, which is a much better size. It's like the old ones, right?
Yeah.
Like the 4 and the 5 and the 6, that era. Right. Yeah.
I was really interested in the 12 mini. I thought that was the size.
That's cool too. We saw that too. Exactly. That's a really great size. You can fit that in your shirt pocket, no problem.
Yep.
It is much smaller than the 10.
The only issue that I was a little concerned about with the mini is because of the small size, the battery was necessarily a little bit smaller also, and so you don't get quite the battery life, it seems, that the larger phones have. But
right, exactly. I think that's true. My battery lasts forever in this one. It's a long battery life. I'm very happy with that.
Yep.
And my MacBook Air too. I've got the new MacBook Air. I know you guys were talking about that.
Right.
And the new M1 I have in the MacBook Air, which is great and so fast.
Yep.
And battery lasts a long time, right?
Yep. I am, really champing at the bit, as they say, champing at the bit in order to, I really want the new M1 machine, be it the Air or the MacBook Pro, whatever. But I really want to move into Apple Silicon away from the Intel, but
Right. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, can you imagine if Steve Jobs was still around?
Yep.
As Theo says here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true. It would be, who knows what would happen.
Yeah.
Amazing,
he was
right?
he was one of the great visionaries, I mean,
he really was.
Yeah, I mean, one factor about the Apple universe is that, I mean, you really have to buy into it. I mean, they decide more or less how you're going to do things. Whereas with the, you know, in the Windows universe, there you've got more flexibility. You know, there are more options. It's not so, you know, this is the way things are done type of thing. You know.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I remember transitioning back to the Mac. I was a Mac user ages ago, and then I went to Windows. And transitioning back to the Mac when I was at Tokai there with you, it was kind of hard to get into because of that very issue, right?
Yeah, you do it our way, or you don't do it at all. Yeah.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. So Windows is more flexible in that respect, for sure. For sure. Yeah. I don't know. I like the I like the solidity of Macs.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they really, you know, in your hands, they really feel solid, well built, well put together. You know, all this. I mean, you know, there's no shoddy workmanship really, you know, with the Apple products, which is great.
Not at all. Right. Yes. Exactly. I'm really fond of that. Even the AirPods here. Even this case, this AirPod case is just right. It's manufactured to fit the AirPods perfectly, right? And they fit your ears perfectly too. So
you've got the Pros, right?
Yes. Got the Pros. They're not cheap.
No, they're not cheap, but they are high quality. I guess supposedly, you know, the next generation of the AirPod Pros are supposed to be coming out. You know, so
yeah.
Of course, I was just talking about that. There's a lot of rumors, you know, but Apple seems to be disappointing the rumor you know, the leakers and so on. You know, nothing's happening quite the way the leakers are predicting. So
yeah, no, that's true. But they're coming out with stuff fast, quite quickly, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, very timely, right? Yeah. So Dan, don't you have a class now? You're
nope.
Finished, I guess.
No class. Today was a Hokobi. Makeup day.
That's why. Makeup day. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I saw Fumi. Fumi came in. I guess she missed one of her Friday classes, so she was here. So she had to make up a class this morning. Yeah, she seemed fine. You know, I talked to her, make sure that she was up to up to speed on everything. You know, the end of the year, taking care of things and so on. So she seems to be doing just fine.
Well, that's good to hear. Was that first period or is that now? That you saw her, because I thought
I think it's first period.
Whoa, you sound like you're in a cave again. You went to the cave.
Yeah, you make there's ambience.
The reverb is on what? Are you doing it on OBS or?
I am using GarageBand.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Reverb is cool. I use it sometimes on music, but not on voice, actually. Yeah.
I mean, you know, just, you know, every once in a while to highlight something that you want to say, you know, or you know, just to play around with it a little bit. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, for singing, you know, you want to throw a little reverb in there often for singing. But, you know, aside from the reverb, you know, which I throw in there once in a while, but I've got, you know, compression and you know, it's got the low, mid, and high band equalizer, you know, just a 3-band equalizer in GarageBand also.
Excellent. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. So if I play around with that. So I mean, you know, it's very easy, but it's using. I'm not sure that it's actually that much different, but kind of an alternative to Soundflower. Remember, we were talking about Soundflower before?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
I think somebody's come up with or is working on a replacement for that now called Black Hole.
I've heard that. Yes.
Okay. And yeah, so that's what I'm using right now. So I'm running GarageBand into Black Hole. You know, so my microphone as the input to GarageBand into Black Hole, and then Black Hole is what I choose for the input for HAPS here. So it works pretty well.
Really? So I tried something the other day. I didn't try it on HAPS, but I was just doing a test of playing live in GarageBand, right? And then trying to pump that through the computer. What do you suggest? And it didn't work. I mean, I recorded it only, right? I didn't stream it. I recorded it, and it only picked up my bass that I was playing, and it didn't get the GarageBand, even though I was coming through the computer.
No, wait, okay. Say that again. So you were.
So I was playing live on top of a loop, you know, the looper on GarageBand. I had a drum loop, and I was playing bass,
right,
right on my computer, and I recorded it. It was coming through the speakers. I forget what I recorded it on. What was it? It was a software application I recorded it on. Yeah. And I thought I would be able to pick up the drum loop on GarageBand, but it only recorded my bass.
But so why didn't you record? I mean, doesn't GarageBand record? Can't you record in GarageBand?
Yeah, no, I wanted to do it on camera, right?
Oh.
On camera, right? Live on camera.
Okay.
I think I recorded it on just on Photo Booth. That's right, on the Photo Booth video application.
Okay.
Right. I was in GarageBand playing live while recording on Photo Booth. Right. And it only picked up my bass. It didn't pick up the loop on GarageBand.
Okay. So again, that's probably because you need to you didn't set up that you know, that virtual patch thing there. The you didn't set up Black Hole or Soundflower or ICU capture or whatever it is. Yeah.
No, I need to do that for the GarageBand, I guess. Yeah. To stream live. Okay. Yeah. And even to record, I guess. Hey.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Okay. Gotcha. Black Hole. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Black Hole or Soundflower. I don't see much difference, but maybe Black Hole is newer, and so, you know, maybe more compatible with later Macintoshes and so on. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I'll try that. Yeah. So that I found that strange, because I thought it would just, because since it's in the computer, I thought it would just go relatively well, but no. Yeah. There's obviously a patch I need. Yeah. And even for streaming too. I mean, especially for streaming, I guess, right? I would need that patch.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta, you know, you have to make sure that the sound is, you know, all the sounds are getting to all the right places, right? And yeah, that virtual patch cord or whatever you want to call it, that's what you're gonna need.
Yeah. Okay. Right. There we go. That's the problem. I'm going to try that again, because that's what I want to do eventually.
Yeah.
I want to use the loop to play on top of, right?
Let me share with you, if I can find it here. Let's see. Let me share with you a YouTube video that I watched that helped me kind of figure out how it's talking about using GarageBand and mixing vocal with a background track. They're actually talking about using a background track from that you found on the internet or something like that. But it's talking about using this Black Hole and how to set it up. His example, I think, is with a Zoom conference or something like that. But the concept is all the same if you know, regardless of what you're broadcasting to, or you know, what you're using to broadcast. So
great. Okay, well, thank you for that. Yeah. Definitely, that's cool. I'll try that. I'm sure there's tons of stuff on YouTube. I just haven't had time to check it out. But I will do for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. Cool. Very good.
Yeah.
So you just wanted to do a reverb test, I guess?
Today, I mean, yeah. My voice sounds very different than usual, doesn't it? I mean, to me, it does. I don't know. Maybe that's
a little bit different.
A little bit different.
Yeah. I was it's not that much different, but a little bit. But maybe that's because you do have your headphones on today. Yeah.
Could be. Let's see. Does that change it again? I turned up the amount of compression here. Do you notice any difference now?
A little bit, yeah. Compression, I think you would notice more with louder instruments or singing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
use it too when I record bass or guitar or singing. Yeah, compression is necessary.
But reverb is the one that I
Yeah,
like. Yeah.
yeah. Reverb is good, right? Yeah. There you go, Mr. Hole, Mr. Black Hole Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he said Theo was talking about the game show. Yeah, I guess the thing is, and you responded, you would if there were more players.
Right.
Or
Yeah. Yeah.
there are
I'd
enough
like to play my
players,
game. I'd like to play my game. It's been a while since I've played a game, but like now I've got one or two people that show up when I'm live, and one or two is just not going to make a really a really compelling game.
Yeah, I've seen your games when there's 16 or 17 people
Yeah. Yeah.
on, which must be hard for you though, too, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, that's
collecting all the answers and keeping
right.
track of people.
Yeah.
Maybe I should jump on and help you with that.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, absolutely. That would help a lot to have somebody else helping me keep track of the answers, because I'm, scrolling back and forth, up and down through the comments to try and find out who said what first, and have I got answers from everybody that's playing and so on. It gets to be a little bit confusing.
Yes, yeah, sure. A little bit confusing. Maybe we should try that. That should be fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So who have we got here? So we've had 13 people that have at least taken a peek at my little broadcast here, but I wonder how
I
many
see that.
people.
Yes.
I wonder how many people are still here. Anybody here?
I think
Is
it's
there any?
hard to tell, isn't it? Or is it?
Is there anybody out there?
I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. I meant somebody important. No. Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe people have gotten.
It's hard to tell who's live or who's
Yeah.
watching, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, if they're there, usually they'll give a comment or something. But Theo, it's been 7 minutes since his last comment, so maybe he has also gone bye-bye.
Maybe people just watch in the background too,
Could be.
while doing other things.
Right. Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
I mean, we're not the most important thing going on in people's lives.
We're not. Well, why not? We should be, absolutely. I mean, that's just a given. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the mic I'm using today, I'm using this Apogee Mic Plus.
Yeah, I've seen those. Okay.
Yeah. It works pretty well, I think. Again, I don't have it on a shock mount, so if I tap my desk at all, it goes right into the microphone, so that's rather bad.
Now, is that direct to USB?
Yep, direct to you. It's a USB microphone, and I've got my headphones plugged into the output of the mic. So in my settings, I have the mic as both the input and the output, and that way, so that way I get no lag, and I can hear exactly what is going out, in the broadcast. So that's kind of good. And there, and since I'm using the headphones, there's no chance for feedback or anything like that. So it's good.
Yeah, it's good. So right on. Yeah, very good.
I mean, I am a slow learner, but eventually I'm going to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, it just takes practicing with it,
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the first time I'm incorporating, sound and things on a live streaming video. But I've recorded and made videos before and done music and whatnot, so I'm pretty familiar with that.
Yeah. The live streaming. So yeah, what it involves is, so once you install that black hole aggregator, or that black hole virtual patch, or whatever you want to call it, then in the audio MIDI setup, are you familiar with that on the Mac?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. You have to make a multi-output device.
Okay, because I have a MIDI keyboard that I use. for recording and whatnot. So yeah, okay, I can see that.
Yeah. So yeah, you make that multi-output device, and so you gotta, so the multi-output device is going to go to black hole and your monitor, which in my case is back to the headphones connected to my microphone. So, but so you have to go to both. Whatever comes in is going both to the black hole and to the output, so that you can hear it.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. I haven't experimented with that at all, really. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get to that maybe this weekend.
Right on.
What are you doing this weekend there, Dan?
No real
on?
plans. No real plan. I'll probably. I gave my listening test, all my listening tests. So I've got 4 classes worth of listening tests that I need to correct. So I'll probably be working on that this weekend.
Okay, there you go.
It's always fun, but yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll broadcast that. Hey, so and so got 75 points. Oh, good job.
No. Oh, they're gonna love that one.
Thanks, Sensei.
Yeah. I'm not doing much. No plan. We're not going to the mountains this weekend.
No.
I
don't know what the weather's going to be like. The weather, it's still got this this rainy season pattern is still here.
It is. I know. It's very strange. Yesterday too.
Yep.
It was thundering and lightning a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It didn't rain, but it was not such nice weather. It was great in the morning and early afternoon.
Right.
And then it turned ugly in the evening.
Right.
Yeah, we got those evening downpours in the summer, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm going to be on Sunday morning. I'm going to be helping a friend with some English teaching, actually. On Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, we do it. I mentioned to her that she should do HAPS, actually. With things like that. So I think she's thinking of joining.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
She usually does Zoom and records it and then puts it on Facebook, I think.
Facebook,
and YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. But doesn't do live streaming. But I think it would benefit her, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you do the live streaming, you get your name out there, people get familiar with you a little bit, and then if they want something more than than the standard videos that you're putting out there, if they want something more personalized, then they've got a way to get a hold of you, and they're also familiar with you, so they feel more comfortable from the start. So it's all good idea.
I think it'll be good. Yeah. Also a friend of mine, Doug, from, maybe he's listening now, I'm not sure. He usually catches our Layman's Philosophy broadcast. He messaged me the other day and said he wanted to try to join up, and he wasn't sure how to do it. And I told him about HAPS, and I sent him an invite. I think I sent him an invite. I'll double check that, but yeah. So he's into talking and rapping about many things. So I'm sure he'd like to join our Layman's Philosophy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to get him involved. Yeah.
Yeah, the more the merrier. Absolutely, that'd be great.
The more the merrier. That's right.
Oh, so I saw your message that said that you stopped by and picked up that interface, that video capture.
I did. I picked up the video capture. I found it at Yamada Denki, Yamada Electronic Shop, and plugged it in, and I tried it on OBS, and it just looks fantastic. Yeah, works like a charm. Yeah.
Is it the Elgato, or did you find a different one?
No, I found a different one. It was a cheaper one. I forget the brand name. It's in my other bag if you'd like to see it. It's I think there's about 5,000 yen or 50 bucks, $45 around there.
Right.
Yeah, quite cheap, and I just picked it up hoping it would work, and it does. It works fine.
Yep. Yeah.
But
the advantage of the Elgato is it supports higher resolutions and higher frames and so on, frame rates and so on, things like that. So whatever.
Yeah, this one does too, fortunately.
Yeah.
I think it's
I tell you, I felt kind of bad like this morning. So just yesterday, I basically talked you out of getting a webcam, right?
Pretty much, but you
yeah.
know, it's still on the table. But
well, I tell you, if you're thinking about a webcam, there's a new one by Elgato again.
Elgato, okay,
Yeah,
right.
I think it's called the Elgato Face Cam or something like that. I can't remember, but it's brand new, and a guy who's a YouTuber. He was on Twitch, but he switched to YouTube, and
Okay.
he did a review of it, and it looks really good. I mean, it looks like the best webcam available.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, great to hear.
I mean, that among compared to webcams, right? We're not talking about comparing it to a DSLR or something like that. The really high end, but it seems like it's even better than the Logitech things that are out there, which until now have been more or less the best.
Yes, they have. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll check that out. Yeah.
And what
I was interested in doing some good audio quality. That's why.
Yeah. The one of the points that he makes about the Elgato Facecam is the software that comes with it is really quite good. It gives you a level of control that basically no other webcam allows you to have. It brings you almost to the level of control that you can get with a DSLR. Of course, you've got a smaller what do you call it, monitor, or not the smaller chip, and you've got smaller lenses and everything smaller and so on, so you're not going to get quite the quality, but it does do a better job than most of the things on the market for webcams right now. So yeah,
well, I'll check it out. Yeah. They have the Logicool, which is Logitech. It's just Logicool here in Japan. Yeah.
Right.
Same thing, different name.
Yep.
I love how Japan always does that, don't they? They always do that, right?
Yep.
They're like, well, this is our version. Thank you very much. Yeah.
The one that freaked me out, the naming, differences, so the in America it was Datsun. I guess now it's gone to Nissan, but the Datsuns and so on, right?
Yeah. Right.
The Datsun 240Z, 260Z, 280Z,
right.
And here in Japan it's the Fair Lady Z, right? The Fair Lady.
I guess that's right, isn't it?
Yeah,
right.
Fair Lady Z. I thought, Fair Lady Z. Oh man, that doesn't sound like a car I necessarily want to drive.
No, I know. Not at all, right? Not at all. But they do that. Yeah. My mom has an Acura. She's had Acuras for years, right? Acura Legend, which was great, which apparently is a Honda, right? The Honda company.
Right.
And they don't have those in Japan.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they have. Yeah, I think they have the same cars, but
same car, but
rename them. Yep.
Yeah, rename them. I don't know what that is in Japan. Do you?
No, I can't remember. I have heard that, but I can't remember what it was now. Yeah.
So there's your bell going off, Dan. Is that the start of the next class, or?
Yeah. Our second period starts at 10:50 here.
Wow. Okay. And goes to what? 12:20, I guess, right?
12:30.
12:30. Okay. Wow,
100 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Gosh, that's pretty long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really long, and I mean, a lot of teachers, like as I, have a tendency to end, a few minutes early because it gets to be really long,
That's very, very long. Yeah, I'm used to 90 minutes. 90 minutes is good, no problem. But 100, that's yeah. Well, 10 extra minutes,
I remember when I was at university, and generally a class was 3 hours a week, and
right.
the most
same
common,
with mine.
The most common format was to have it Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 60 minutes each class, right?
I did that many times. Yes.
Right, or Tuesday, Thursday, then it was 90 minutes, but twice a week, right?
Right.
everybody always preferred the 3 classes, because it's so much easier to take 60 minutes at a time than it is to take a 90-minute lecture, whatever it is. I mean, I always preferred the 3 times a week.
Yeah, I prefer that for some classes, but although first period, right? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday was a little bit tough. First period, 3 days a week.
True.
Getting up for an 8 o'clock class or whatever it was. I think our classes started at 8, so it's pretty early. I
can't remember what time they started, but yeah, that's another thing. I mean, here in Japan, if a student, if their semester they have, for example, 20 credits, or 18 credits or 20 credits or whatever it is, isn't that much different than in America. Typical, 16, 18 credits in a semester, but in America, if you've got 15 credits, it's usually 5 classes. 18 credits, it's 6 classes. But here, if you've got 18 credits, it's like 18, 17, 16 different classes, right? Each one only meets once a week, and so you've got all these different assignments, all these different professors. I mean, to me, it would just be absolute chaos. I can't see how they can do it.
It's crazy, right? I know. Yeah. That's true. I don't know if it's that productive to do that either, is it? They have too many things going on.
I mean, if I was a professor, which I am, but as a professor, I feel that I can't really expect my students to do a lot of homework, because even if I require just a moderate amount of homework, if every other teacher is requiring a similar amount of homework, they've got 20 different homework assignments. Each one of them is not that great, but you put them all together and they're like overwhelmed. So I feel that
totally overwhelmed.
The classroom is where I'm doing everything. I request very little of them outside.
Me too. Same. And you're a non-English major, department, and me too. So just adding English on top of all that is really hard. Plus, a lot of students work part-time.
Yep.
So they're just running very thin.
Yeah. But I mean, to me, that's like, that shouldn't be a factor. I mean, to me, a university student is there to study, right? I mean, I understand the economics that some people need to work part-time, but that means, they've got a busy schedule. I mean, and so, I mean, I just have this, this hardwired in my brain, I guess, the American idea, that it's possible to take classes, take university classes part-time, right? That just doesn't happen here.
No, it never happens here. Yeah. No. I think the way the system is set up too, they've got traditionally they have the finite number of years and time to do it.
Yep.
Although students, of course, you can extend, but it's never done, like you said, right?
I mean, here, there's several students that are here for 6, 7, 8 years. I think 8 years is the absolute limit. If you haven't graduated by the end of your 8th year, they'll say goodbye. Say, we've taken enough of your money. You got to leave.
That's right. And here too, transferring majors is not easy. Right?
Oh no!
Transferring departments is not easy.
It's nearly equivalent to starting from scratch. I mean,
it is.
Transfers at all. Transferring not only from one university to another, which can be tricky even in America. How the credits transfer and so on. But here, even within a university, if you want to change departments, change majors, that is a major ordeal.
A major. Yeah. Major ordeal for the majors.
A major ordeal. A major change ordeal. Yep.
It is. There was a girl just recently. A girl was in our faculty over here, right, in environmental and symbiotic sciences, and she transferred to the Faculty of Letters, right, and basically, and she was second year. She had done 2 years already over here. And she wanted to go to letters, and she had basically to start from year 1 again. So
that's the way it works.
Very difficult.
Yeah,
that's the way it works here.
Yeah.
You look like my favorite Martian, Dan. With those headphones.
Yeah. Like it's weird, little by little, I've been moving some of my better equipment home, because I've been doing more and more streaming from home. So these are my backup headphones here. I've got my nice ones at home, you know, the noise canceling and all that, you know, and I moved my nice microphone to home, you know, and everything. So little by little, I'm creating my home office, my home studio. Yeah,
I'm seeing that too. I saw your studio last night. Looks nice.
Yeah.
So you're almost out of there, yeah? Just a few
got
more
another
months.
another 6 months, isn't it? So August, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, just about 6 months, and then that's about it. You know, I got a couple of months to clean up and get out of here, but yeah.
Wow, oh my gosh, that must be weird.
Yeah.
Seeing as how you've been there for what, 30 years or something?
Yep.
20,
In one
years?
form or another,
Wow.
I've been here for 30 years. Yeah.
That's right. Wow, man. Well, your office is going to be occupied by a good dude, so.
Yep. That's should be good. I mean, I think it should be good for, you know, for basically all parties involved. I mean, you know, Tokai is getting a good dude, and he deserves, you know, a nice full-time job with a good future and so on. So yeah.
Absolutely. So it's all good. It's all's well that ends well. So. And you have your nice home office, and eventually you're going to be able to go back to the Philippines and you know, hang out there. You can broadcast from there, Dan.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, get things set up so that once I am back in the Philippines, all I need is a decent internet connection. And recently I had my wife's niece working on that. We got ourselves
Good.
You know, a good solid internet connection there now, and Wi-Fi all over the house and so on. So
great. Oh, sounds good. Yep.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be having all kinds of people from Japan come and hang out with you.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be cool.
Or escaping to the Philippines.
That's right. Yeah, escape to the Philippines. Get out of Dodge here and enjoy life in the Philippines, right? It's more fun in the Philippines. That's what they all say.
Yeah, right. Well, it's warmer, that's for sure. Year round.
For sure. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, you know,
does it get cold there? Yeah. What about I don't have any idea about winter.
No, I mean,
here. Yeah.
When it gets down to 26 degrees, everybody's complaining about how cold it is. They're putting on sweaters and long sleeve jackets and so on.
Wow, that's perfect for us, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, 26. That's 26 degrees centigrade, right?
Yes. Right. So it's probably 70-ish or something.
Yeah, 70 something. Yeah, you know, that's cold, man. Oh.
No, thank you. I'd rather have that every day.
Yeah.
Because now it's extremely hot and humid out here.
Yep.
In Kumamoto, right?
Yeah. That's the nice thing about at least certain parts of the Philippines. I mean, there are differences, you know, local differences depending on the lay of the land, the way the mountains lie and so on. But generally it's not as humid. It may be as hot, but it's not as humid as what I feel it is here in Kumamoto.
Right. The humidity just saps it right out of you.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't mind the heat, but it's the humidity, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's why people love California so much. You know, it's hot,
I guess
and not humid. Yeah.
But
you know, on the other hand, right, there's a lot of fires and there's drought now, and so it's difficult too. Wherever you are, I think there's no green grass.
There's
there's no green grass on the other side, right?
Yeah, that's right. Not unless you spray paint it, right? Yeah, spray paint yourself some nice green grass there.
Yeah, that's right. Don't do it, Dan. Stay out of it, man.
Grass, man.
There you go. Yeah. So we're approaching the weekend here. It's hot and humid. Wow. Again, I don't know how the weather is going to be this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know.
But one thing's for certain, we'll have a couple of days of downtime.
Yep. That's good. Yeah, but I'm right back at. Do you have class? You got class on Monday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Class on Monday. The 19th was gonna be a holiday here.
Right.
Did you see the old calendars? Yeah.
Yeah. Initially, it was a holiday, but then they changed it.
I think it was all up to the Olympics, right? Because the 22nd is now Marine Day. The 19th was going to be Marine Day. Now it's the 22nd, and the 23rd starting the Olympics.
Right.
So I think that's why. Here we don't have classes 22nd or 23rd.
Yep. Yeah. Same here.
But we do on the 19th. Yeah.
Yep. Same here. Yeah. I think the 20th or 21st maybe is the last class day here. July 21st, I think, is the last day of classes, and then then testing starts.
Okay, ours go to the 30th.
Right. Yeah.
And then testing starts. Yeah. So you're going to be here on the 30th, I guess, or you'll be doing Kendai classes on the 30th, right?
Yep. I'm still remote. Yeah. And then on what is it? A week later, on August 6th, is it? That Friday, the next Friday, the first Friday in August, I've got the test.
And you're going.
I didn't request it, and I'm going to just do it online again. What I always do is in a writing class, especially in a writing class without fail, I always include the question at the end, or the two-part question at the end. What grade do you believe you deserve in this class? And now tell me why you think you deserve that grade. Convince me.
Just psych them out, will you?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And it's some of the best writing that they do all semester, I think, because they're really vested in this now, right? And it's like, oh God, I got to really convince this teacher to give me this grade now,
There you go. There you go. That's great. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do well.
Oh, let it
do
be
you ever
here.
Give them the grade that they hey, let it be? Do you ever give them the grade that they think they deserve?
Quite often I do. Yeah. I mean, they're not too bad at judging the type of grade that they should get, and more often than not, they're conservative. Rarely do I have students ask for the absolute highest grade, the S or the A plus or whatever. Once in a while I do, and if they do, they probably deserve it. But every once in a while, like maybe 1 out of 50 students, might go the other way and are asking for a little more than I think that they deserve. But again, if they can make a good argument, the ones. But sometimes I lower their grade based on what they've said.
Yeah, sure. I guess that would happen.
I
think I did supremely well on this exam. Thank you very much. I deserve an A++.
Or the one that,
you didn't. Sorry.
Right. The ones that bother me though are the ones that I think I should get the highest grade in this class. I think I should get an A or an A+ or whatever, because I attended all the classes. I didn't miss a single day. Oh, wait a minute. That is not enough to get the highest grade in the class. I mean, that's one. Okay, maybe you shouldn't fail, right? Maybe you should get credit in the class, but just simply attending does not justify high marks in my opinion, right?
That's just one aspect, isn't it?
That's right. That's
Absolutely.
right.
Just one aspect, totally. But right.
I see that even more here at Tokai, where it's just a general education class, and the students are why I should get a good grade in this class because I attended every time, and I have students that are more concerned with their attendance record than they are with how they do on the homework and assignments that they turned in. It's like, make sure that you get my attendance right. Don't tell me, don't say that I was absent if I was there. I may have come in 20 minutes, 30 minutes late, but I was there, so give me credit for attendance.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's totally the opposite in America, isn't it?
Right.
Your teacher can say, well, you missed 3 or 4 classes, but you ace the exam, or you're golden, right? Kind of type thing. Yeah.
I don't recall the teacher ever taking attendance in any of my university classes. Not once, actually.
Really? We did. My teachers did. Not everyone, but a lot of teachers did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't remember one, I mean, some of them were obvious, I had like a statistics class, an intro to statistics class that had like 500 students in it, it's just a huge lecture hall and so on. So of course not. And my intro to economics was about 350 students in that, so of course they're not going to take, but even in small classes, with like, 20, 30 students in the class, I don't ever recall the teacher calling roll, taking attendance, or having hand-ins every week, so that they could check attendance that way or anything. There was just, it was just assumed that you were there at the university because you wanted to learn, and
right.
You're going to be responsible for the material. So if you're not there, you got a problem,
I took an Eastern religion class once. It was part of our core curriculum in my university, right? Every student had to take 10 classes, 10 various classes, which I thought was great, right? It was general education, right? Core curriculum, but they were very interesting classes, right? Computer programming, art and music, and right, the classic literature and Eastern religion. And the Eastern religion class, I mean, of course, it depends on what time you can get, basically, as to your section, right, where you're going to go, right? Mine was 150 students, and our teacher just sent around a sign-in sheet every time. So some teachers did that in my experience. Yeah.
I had in fact, I remember a class. What was it? It was like a philosophical based class. I can't remember the title of the class now, but there was no required attendance. There was no test. There was no required final essay or anything.
Wow.
Right?
Okay. Right.
But so what it was, I mean, it was I think it was an ethics class or something like that. But anyway, so each class there were discussions, and the teacher would say something maybe controversial, or ask something for opinions, and different students would and the more motivated and informed students would be the ones who spoke more often, and the teacher would get to know them, and those are the ones who got the best grades. Those of us that were more passive and didn't contribute as much, well, he said, well, if you don't have confidence that you've demonstrated your knowledge sufficiently during the class time, you can submit a final essay. So, but it was like an option, which it wasn't an option for those of us that didn't speak enough, right?
Right. Wow. Okay, that's pretty tough. Yes. If you're shy or what have you. Yeah, that's not easy either, is it? Yeah. Tough, right?
That was interesting. It was a great class. It was a great class. What was it? Something like he started out, that the proposition that every child once born has the right to education, a safe shelter, a place to live, enough food, and clean water, something like that. Just the basics. That was like the basic assumption at the beginning of this ethics class, and then we were talking about that because that he didn't want to get into abortion rights and things like that, right? So it's like every child once born has these certain rights and so on. So we went from that. So it was really quite interesting.
That's really interesting. Yeah, sounds cool. Sounds great. Yeah, Dan, I'm gonna have to run here. I hate to do it, but I got some stuff I need to do.
You can't go.
My gosh, now you're freaking me out. Now it's like I guess I can't go.
You are bound to this broadcast.
Yes, Lord. I'll give you 5 more minutes.
Oh shoot! So what do you got going on now? 11 o'clock. You don't have a class started yet. You got something going on. That's cool.
No, I got a bunch of paperwork to do.
Right? Yeah, I actually did too, but I wanted to play around with this. Like this reverb thing is just so much fun. I had to play around with it.
You sounded like God there, man.
Yeah, sounded like. Yeah. Hey.
Sorry, you are.
That's right. Yeah,
that was
hey,
perfect, though. I must say that was
yeah.
perfect timing for that. No, you can't leave.
That's right. All right. Well,
and then I have classes after lunch too. You do too, right? You
yep, absolutely.
later
Third
today,
period and fourth period both. So got to get ready for those. Yeah.
Me too.
All right.
All right. Well, let's hook up over the weekend and do something.
Yeah, we'll do another broadcast this weekend. Yeah, we're gonna pick up the pace on our broadcasting here.
Let's pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds great.
Treat these hapsters to some quality broadcast.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Let's try to do that. Right?
God will speak. All right. Okay, cool, Jeff. Thanks for dropping by.
Thanks, Dan. Okay. Yep. Bye. See you later. I guess you're going to hang out for a while, but
yeah, a little bit longer.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks.